kickoff.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Boswell good with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Redwood 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
Redwoods.
Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Sacramento.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
To number 36.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will They'll try to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
The pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
1st down, Redwoods.
He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not... completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Redwood 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd down. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Sacramento.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Sacramento 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Barkley. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Gain of 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they try the right side here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
No good. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Pride.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they give this time to the tailback.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players.